Do you ever have somebody walk in here while you're doing this?
100% have.
Sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Just
happened.
like Ben
it's
walk in
happened twice.
here.
I don't think Ben will.
Do you have a sign on the door or anything?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, like if I know that there's a lot of foot traffic. Welcome back to Privy. Privy is a podcast about bathrooms. Recorded this week. I am off-site. I'm at my bathroom away from home. I'm in the church bathroom again, and I am joined by none other than Tanner Ferguson. Tanner, how are you?
I'm doing so well. I'm honored to be in the bathroom of the off-site church. Yeah.
So you walked in here and what? Go ahead and explain the vibe of this bathroom. If you,
this is a quality bathroom.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a church pastor myself. Spend some quality time in some church bathrooms in my day, and I tell you, the stainless steel that's really nice.
Yeah,
our church we don't got it like that, man. We're kind of wood siding. Yeah,
that wood can get rough.
But this is nice, man. The fan, I don't know if the podcast can hear. The fan's a little loud for my liking, but I'm sure it serves. Is it a good fan?
It doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Other than make that noise. And I talked to our custodian, and I'm like, so what do I got to do to get? He goes, well, it's like a redo the electrical up inside the thing. It's all hooked to one.
This does not eliminate the smell. It's just for white noise.
I have not found. I'm sure. Yeah. I mean.
Sometimes the noise is helpful in the bathroom, though.
We got some people that'll come in Sunday morning and they'll blow it up, and it's actually pretty impressive. Like, good for them. They're comfortable, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
But yeah, you're pastor. You're pastoring at it's still Verbatim.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, so I pastor at Verbatim Church. We're at Calvary Chapel here in Albany.
Awesome, sweet. How long have you been there and doing that?
So I've been at the church. I don't know, since 2014. And
wow.
Yeah, man, God kind of just called me into ministry from just kind of attending there.
Yeah.
Over the years, just kind of like, I kind of jumped in right as this a new pastor kind of showed up and started kind of doing a quote unquote replant of the church.
Right.
And I remember showing up there as super I was like the youngest guy there by I don't know, like 30 years or something. But when the Lord calls you somewhere and you just know this is where you're supposed to be, and just started plugging in, and
that's sweet.
Became kind of involved in children's ministry and youth ministry. 2016, 2017, and took over as lead pastor. Last year before?
Yeah, it's been a bit now.
Yeah, time flies.
Yeah,
I think it's been almost 2 years.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Very cool. That's exciting. I know it's been cool because I kind of came to Albany in the youth thing, and you were doing youth right around that time, and it's just been cool to see you move up into that role.
For sure.
Yeah.
We've done some cool stuff together as youth pastors. So.
Yeah, I do miss it. I miss there's still a few that stay connected and do stuff, but
it was a much tighter group about.
Yep, that's true.
Kind of pre-COVID.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of the tale as old as time as far as COVID goes. Still rebuilding some things.
I'm going to shamelessly, I don't know if he listens to this podcast, I'm going to shamelessly blame Rusty over at South Albany Community Church for leaving.
Oh,
because he was the guy that was kind of like keeping that glue together.
Absolutely.
So,
He
Rusty, if you're listening, it's your fault for moving away.
Yeah. Hey, and Rusty, if you're listening, thank you. And also, I would love to know how this came across your ears. I do miss Rusty. I miss and Rob. Rob at Neighborhood. He was the other one that was like a touchstone.
Well, I heard
for
Rob
a long
just
time.
moved back into the state. I heard he's
he's done like Springfield or Redmond. Okay, Redmond sounds more right.
Love you too, Rob.
Yeah. I miss those guys for sure.
Yeah.
And the dudes that are at the churches that they're doing great. It's there was that like kind of camaraderie, and as you come in, you build your different circles, and it's a natural thing.
Yeah.
But I have a handful of questions, and like I said, if you as we go are like, I got some stories to tell. Feel free to stop me. You can interrupt and say, okay, you just wait. So I'll kind of open it to you at the beginning. Do you have like the bathroom story that is your go-to bathroom story? And if not, we can proceed with some questions and see if we spark anything.
You know, I don't really have like a crazy bathroom story.
Yeah.
I guess
that's nice.
I remember being like a kid and like being in my grandparents' house, and like at one point in time just using the bathroom, and like their house is just like, I mean, it's a manufactured home as old as I am, and just using the bathroom, and I remember like the toilet just like broke. Like I was like, I didn't even know, like I was a kid, I was like, I didn't even know a toilet could just, like, I'm talking like the porcelain just like,
oh really?
Yeah, like part of the porcelain just like broke off, and
I've never had
they think that maybe there's like a hairline fracture in the porcelain that has just gotten worse over time, and I was just like I was like scarred for a minute.
Yeah,
it was
as
just
a
like,
kid,
I just don't know. I'm like a heavy. If you guys don't know me, I'm a heavy guy. I was just like, I don't know. Man.
You look at every toilet a little different.
Yeah, it's like this, toilets have weight settings. Like,
dude, there's times like I mean, I'm a bigger dude too, and there's times where I'll be at someone's house, and you know they'll have the seat that's. Mm-hmm. I'm going, this is a little bit. It feels a little bit too. Kind of thin plastic, rickety, and I'm like, I don't know if this is for me. I go for it, but you got
to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah, but yeah, that's troubling as a kid too, because I mean, the bathroom's one of those like you just kind of have this, at least in our culture here, like it's almost a given. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I'm in trouble, I'm never more than 10, 15 minutes from the bathroom. Yeah, and that's even.
So I almost. Talking about good bathroom stories, I actually almost became a good bathroom story this weekend. It's out at hunting camp.
Yeah.
And, brought my son with me for the first time hunting.
That's awesome.
And, being out in the woods kind of a way. We're out hiking around, and that coffee hits.
Yes, sir.
The coffee hits about 9 a.m. or something, and
right when you get out there too.
And I'm out in the woods, and I realized that I don't have my Onyx app on my phone, which essentially just GPS out there, no service.
Right.
And I found myself just like I knew we were only like we were pretty close to like civilization. We weren't way out in the woods or anything, but. Like, I got turned around enough to go, I don't know where we're at. Oh, no. And I'm like trying not to like freak my 11-year-old son out and just go like,
we're fine.
We're completely lost right now. Like, how much food did you bring? But perfect time for I gotta poop.
It hits you.
I gotta poop.
Well, and it always does that because your heart's going. Oh gosh. I'm lost, maybe lost, and then it just gets
my heart's racing, and I realized another just bonehead move. Didn't bring TP out to the woods. I was just like, I'm out in Eastern Oregon. There's just pine needles on the trees.
Oh,
yeah. I'm just like, I'm about to show my son about hey man, sometimes we got to lose a sock or a sleeve or something. I'm about to tear a sleeve off this shirt. Luckily, just in the nick of time. Ended up running into my hunting buddy. It was just like, dude, where's the road? Right there. And I just V-line straight for camp and made it with probably seconds to spare.
Dad, why are we moving so fast? Don't worry about it.
I'm not sure my son's ever seen me move that fast.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, glad you made it. There's nothing, I mean, like, going to the bathroom in the woods is fine, but it's like, it's never... I'm like you. I will hold that for dear life until it's absolutely.
I've had some really special moments doing business out in the woods, and some really uncomfortable ones. Yeah. So I think location. I think location matters. If you can catch a good sunrise, there's a perfect log sitting there that gives you that perfect angle.
Yeah.
You got the right supplies in your backpack to deal with that, whether it be just dude wipes or otherwise. I think it can be a magical experience, but oftentimes it's an emergency thing.
Yeah. So my buddy does trail crew down in Arizona.
Yeah.
And they'll throw a strap around a tree and put it underneath your arms, and they'll just lean back. And so it just puts you in position. It just it's
that's amazing.
Yeah, and he told me about that, and I go, I'm gonna try it someday. It'll happen.
That's
well, Well, didn't have TP out there. Toilet paper preference at your house, or do you have a preference on toilet paper?
You know, I think we usually just buy the Costco stuff,
right.
and that gets the job done.
That's right.
You know, I'm not necessarily gonna. I see a bunch of Angel Soft. I'm just good church toilet paper.
Yeah, I'm confident he buys it because it has the word Angel, and for no other reason. Like I'm confident that he does.
That checks out.
It's more Angel than Soft too. So,
but yeah, no, we're a Costco family, and I'm not going to say it's overly soft or anything, but it gets the job done.
It's like perfectly down the middle.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what we're rocking too.
That's what we're looking for at Costco, though.
Yeah,
perfectly.
down the middle.
Exactly.
That's right.
We're looking for a good deal. We're looking for a good quality product.
Yeah.
If it's not up to par, I can bring it back.
That's right. I was just about to say, can you use half the pack and be like, I don't know. These ones were kind of flaking on me.
I'm not sure about this anymore.
Dude, I had a buddy this is not really bathroom, but I had a buddy that worked at Costco. You remember Mikey Johnston? Did you ever meet Mikey Johnston?
I don't think so.
Dude, I mean, for lack of a better way of explaining it, he's the guy that looked like Jesus. Like, he had the long beard, long hair. I mean, he would tell people, like, Jesus is my savior. I'm trying to look like, that was always
just like him.
So he told me like the stuff that they would have people bring back in their return policy, like half drank milk. I mean, just absurd. I mean, you're milking this, like taking advantage,
literally milking the system.
Literally milking it. But
yeah,
just absurd things that people would bring back. And I'm like, man,
I can't remember what we had from Costco that. Like absurdly, definitely like our fault. We broke it, and somebody was like, "Oh, you bought that at Costco? Just take it." I was like, "I'm not doing that."
Yeah, that was 7 years ago. Yeah.
They'll take it back. I'm just like that. That's also like that terrible policy if that's true. Like Costco, come on, but also just it's definitely my fault. Like this is wear and tear. This is not Costco's fault.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. I've heard stories like that though.
Yeah, it's wild. And then with the toilet paper, do y'all fold it over or do you fold it under?
Over all day long. All day long.
That was pretty quick.
Just next question.
Okay.
We're done.
Why do you believe that's the correct way?
It just is.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's just kind of like God's ordering of the universe. This is how it goes.
It's just I don't know. It's just get your hand up in there and try to dig it out. And I was just you can just kind of I don't know. Maybe call me a Neanderthal, but it's just easier to just kind of
That's fair.
Yeah, from the top.
Yeah. Hey, that's the most, in a good way, that's the most simple answer because everybody has I've heard all sorts of reasons from, my cat, I'm afraid of spiders hiding behind. I'm like,
spiders?
Yeah, they're like, if I have it like this, I can't see if there's a spider on the wall behind it. And I'm like, I hurt my knuckles when I grab it.
What's the more common answer that you get from people?
I'll be honest, the more common is what you've said.
Okay.
Over.
Good.
I'm kind of agnostic. I'm like, as long as it lands on the roll, I'm like, we've succeeded. But my wife she corrects me. She puts it over. She's like, you did it wrong. And I said, it's on the thing.
It's on there, okay? Yeah. Just be happy that it's not sitting on the back of the seat.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah.
Or I would actually sit on the floor next to the toilet. Because in college, the dorm would run out of toilet paper, so we would buy our own and take it to and from the room and just just have it.
And the thing the spring gets lost or I don't know, you blown off the wall or whatever.
You can't get the paper quick enough.
I may have a bathroom in my house right now that the holder's not working correctly. Maybe.
That's frustrating.
It happens.
So, in the bathroom world, do you ever take snack into the bathroom?
Snack?
Yeah. Snack or drink?
No, but not. I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What about in the shower? Snack or drink in the shower?
I feel like I've brought a cold water in the shower.
Yeah. Shower drink is just kind of like it feels natural. Not natural.
Yeah.
But it feels, I don't know. It feels less taboo maybe.
Yeah.
So are you a bar soap or a liquid soap guy?
So I was liquid soap for years.
Yep.
Years.
Here it goes.
Liquid soap. I was actually like Axe snake peel.
Snake peel.
It had all those. Those micro microplastic beads
things.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they banned it. Just cold cut banned it. Like you can't buy it anywhere anymore. It's it's more illegal than drugs in Oregon. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah. Not to get political.
What's going on?
No, it's the environment. Those
because
microplastics are terrible for the environment. Apparently.
Oh my gosh! I see. I was on this whole different thing.
No. This is like it's killing the turtles.
Oh
yeah.
My gosh!
So they axed literally. No pun intended. They axed your go-to, and so
that's ridiculous.
I went back to bar soap.
Yeah.
And just realized I'm saving a heap ton of money now that I'm just like, this is cleaning me just fine. So I'm back to bar soap. Yep. I use Old Spice.
Yeah. Old Spice bar, really?
Yeah. Pretty good.
I didn't even know they made a bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever like carve a message to anyone else in the bar of soap?
I don't.
You ever got a message?
I have not.
Okay. You never know.
My bar soap is my bar soap.
That's
Nobody
right.
else uses it.
That's the correct.
I'm pretty sure my wife's using still using like a liquid.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I don't. She's got her stuff over in one corner.
How many she got? How many different like?
Oh, she's not too bad. She got a couple for her hair.
Yeah,
and then she's
keeping it under 5.
Nothing crazy. Yeah. I feel like a man that has a beard, as long as mine, the struggle.
Yep.
It's like I do have like my own beard wash and then beard conditioner because it's different from hair stuff.
Yes, it is.
And I don't have hair, but I do shave my head.
Yeah.
And I have to shave it every like 2 days in the shower.
Really?
Yeah, and I do it in the shower. So I feel like, when you add my shaving cream and like my razor, like I feel like I almost have more stuff over on my side than she does.
Yeah. I've got about the same. For the beard is the exact same reason. It's like, well, I kind of have to double up on some of these now.
That's right.
How do you feel about baths? Taking baths? The long
just
sigh.
A sigh. Yep. Once in a blue moon.
Okay.
Yeah, and a nice big soak. Like again, it's kind of a big man problem. I don't fit in a normal sized bathtub very easily.
Yep. Same.
But we have a good soaker tub at home, and I'll jump in there every now and then. Yeah.
But mine is always the length. Like I'm not even that tall, but I always feel like my legs. I don't know where to stick my legs right. Yeah. It's been a while since I've even ventured. But
I'm I love a good hot tub.
Yeah.
Love a good hot tub, but bath's just a little bit more
it's a little different.
Constricted.
Yeah. It is different. Yeah. So in the shower, have you ever taken a dark shower? Just lights off.
Oh.
Let the ambience ride.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Should try it.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Are you a morning shower guy? I'm prying a lot here. Yeah. I'm getting. I'm mapping your day.
I love it. Yeah. Here's my schedule. No, I'm a morning shower guy. For sure.
My buddy in college, he swore by a dark shower, and I never did it. And then one day, I went for it, and it was like it gave me another 20 minutes to wake up slow.
Okay,
but I don't know, and it's like almost like one of those sound echo chambers.
Interesting. I'll have to try it. I'm kind of like I wake up and go guy. I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't do the like snooze alarm thing. Like, you know, all the lights in my house, they have like the dimmer switch, and they drive me crazy. I don't use them.
You're like full bore.
Yeah, I'm just like turn them on. Let's do this. Like, we're getting done with this day.
Wow.
Yeah, and it drives my wife crazy because she's the complete opposite. She's like, I'm like, why is this light like? Why is this light even on if it's not giving light? Because she'll walk around just like dim lit lights. I'm just like, no, light on, light off. Yeah,
maximum light. Yeah,
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, it's and there's like familiarity. You don't like. I find I don't need to see as much as I thought I did. Have you ever you've already said you don't do a snack in the shower, but would you ever consider eating an orange in the shower as if it's an apple? So like normally when you got the orange, you kind of, you got the plugs.
Okay.
But like just there's something like you can't do this in the wild because there's just so much juice. But it's like zero consequences in the shower. You like let it ride.
So when you say eat an orange like an apple,
I peel it. Like
you peel it.
Yeah, I can peel it. But then
I was imagining not peeling. I was like, orange peel's not.
Yeah, you're like
good.
The shower's not improving this.
Yeah, it's like not sure any shower is going to improve the taste of orange peel.
The hot water. Yeah. No. It's just like once it's peeled, you got the globe, and you just just let the juice.
Okay. Yeah. Again, something to keep in mind. My shower routine's gonna look so different tomorrow.
Yeah, your wife's like, are these orange peels? And
why are you in the dark eating an orange right now? Like, what's wrong with you? Are you
showering? Or are you going to get
right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Do you have any bathroom pet peeves?
Do I have any bathroom pet peeves?
It could even be stuff that maybe the kids do. Kids are so great, but man, they got kids. My kids, my kids, it's the toothpaste spit into it's like, just rinse it down, but I guess I should be thankful they're brushing their teeth.
Yeah, true that. That's for sure.
For whatever reason, it is a chore.
Just being the man of the household and having two young daughters.
Oh, yeah.
I am finding out, especially I've got a daughter who's like 10 now. She's, she's getting older.
Yep.
And they do their hair with these little tiny rubber bands.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
And I'm finding that those things just love to get stuck in the drain.
Yep.
So I actually went like a year ago, went out and bought a snake.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm constantly. I use it all the time. Like the drain, it's not draining. I was just like, how many rubber bands am I going to find in that?
Right. Oh my god.
I was like, I don't know how to get them to stop.
Yeah.
It's just like,
so. See, my daughter's still at the age where one of us is doing, and mostly it's my wife that does it, but is doing the hair, getting it ready, getting unready. And so here, just like, she's in kindergarten, so it's only a matter of time before I'm buying my first drain snake. And,
right.
Yep. It's going to be.
Yeah. Let me know if you want to come sample mine. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Especially when you get the like mat of hair that's all That's great. Does your wife have any pet peeves that are like you are the source of that you know of? That one's always fun. You're like, nah.
This is like, when you don't wipe the toothpaste, that's me. Like, no, I'm kind of messing, but no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I guess like I leave stuff out on the counter, which is like she does too, but I feel like it's different. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason, women get like more space in the like. It's like we have a bathroom. We've been blessed with like a dual sink situation in the bath.
Yeah,
and so it's like I have my side, but like I just it's like I can't leave stuff out on my side. Yeah, for sure. At least like. Yeah. I just I got like my deodorant out and like my beard oil, and it's just like, why is this stuff out on the counter? It's like, you got 35 things out here on the. It's like there's there's 4 hair straighteners out here. Why?
100%.
Yeah, and just like stuff on like all the way over on the very edge of my side, and she's like, well, I can see the mirror better over on this. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So
Anna and I. So the above mirror lights.
Yeah.
So my side, which is where I do all my stuff, 2 of those are out. So you're gonna be like, are you kidding me right now? Low light. But I will not replace them because I can still see.
Sure.
And she's like, just stop. Because sometimes I use it, you need to replace it. I was like, you need to go over here. And so I'm constantly replacing hers.
Just put like black lights on your side.
Just see where all the weird toothpaste spittle ended up. Have you so this is one of those questions where I ask everybody, and some people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm very dialed in with what's going on here." But have you ever performed a waffle stomp? And I'll follow. Do you know what a waffle stomp is?
I believe I'm familiar with the term.
Okay.
And I will say confidently that I have not.
You have not.
No.
So then the follow-up question is, would you ever do it?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
I
mean, is there like a
Yeah. So like if you had to go poo middle of the shower.
Yeah.
Are you turning off, getting out, doing the job?
I think I'm just going to bear down and try to get through the shower and then just handle business afterwards.
Do you ever handle business and then feel like, I really think I need to go back and revisit the shower time now because I've re-dirtied enough.
Yeah. There's been moments.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
just bear down.
Yeah. Yeah. I still think that's. I think, in my opinion, that's still a better solution than the stomp.
Yeah. So there's a third group of people that I have found in the world. Thank God I have not had a face-to-face with one of these. And if you're getting ready to be the first, here we are. This will be more like confession than anything then. But there's this group of people that they are proponents of, like, you don't stomp it, but you just do the job. And then you kind of like scoot it back to the back of the shower. Or and this is the most debased of humanity to me, you actually catch it and try to like around the corner. And this is a thing that it's one of those where you see it and you read about it on the internet. And this show has taken me to some strange forums, but where it's just like, whose thought was this? And they're like, well, it keeps the shower the cleanest, and then you just wash your hands. And I'm like, no, that's okay. Your response is
no.
Yeah.
That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, I'm stomping before I'm doing that. 100%, maybe.
Like I feel like that's something that like I would catch my like 6-year-old son doing and immediately discipline him for.
Right. Well, and a lot of times, like kids with stuff like that, it's like, hey, you didn't know what you didn't know.
Yeah.
Now you do know.
Yeah.
We can't find this again.
Yeah. I'm going to tell one embarrassing story.
Yeah.
From my son.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he'll hate me for it someday, but it's okay. Yeah. You know. So, son, I apologize if you ever catch this podcast. Man, my son just thought. He was 6 at the time. He's 7 now.
Yeah.
But just a ham of a kid, man.
Yeah.
Just loves a good laugh. Just really into like pranks.
That's awesome.
And just still learning life though, and just thought it would be the funniest thing if he pooped in the trash can.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Like in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, well, at least he made it in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like,
it was just like,
but just went
to the trash can. Yeah. Just walked into the bathroom and was just like, that's poop in the trash can.
Oh my gosh.
Just like, hey, buddy, what's up with that?
Hey, buddy.
He's just like, I just thought it'd be funny. I was like, it's not. It's not. It's
categorically not funny.
Let's just never do that again. Just never do that one again.
Oh.
So we threw the trash can out. His punishment, he had to buy a new trash can for the bathroom. So.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
I was just like, it's
a learning experience.
It's not funny.
My son, every now and then, he would go to the bathroom and he'd go in, and there was a time where he would pee into the shower, like not when it's running. He would just be like, well, I don't want to mess with the toilet and flushing and all that, so I'm just gonna right into the bottom of the shower, and then he turn the water on, turn it off, like. And I get his process.
Sure.
And I'm like, here's the deal, son. That's not a thing we do. And to his defense, he said, Dad, you said I can pee in the shower. I said, when you're showering. Like, you got to be in, like, that's fine.
Yeah.
At least said, here I am. I'm confessing a lot there. But anyway. But yeah, it's just like, they don't know what they don't know.
For sure. Yeah.
Just sparked this because my son is of a different persuasion on this. When you do the toilet paper, are you a crumple or are you a fold to wipe? Or what are we?
I'm a folding guy. Yeah.
Yes. So this is one of those things where some like learned habits are And I mean, like the nature nurture.
Uh-huh.
My son's a crumpler. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know where that behavior showed up. And I tried to course correct. And I'm like, hey, buddy, where'd you do that? I don't know. I just like the way it feels. And I'm like,
it's just like genetic? Or?
I don't want to be in touch with the way it feels. Like, I don't want that. He's like, yeah, it's got more like stuff to grab the poop. That's his reasoning as a 7-year-old. He's 7. So
fair enough, I guess.
I'm like, dude, you're processing this on a level that I have never. Yeah. How many sheets are you using? I guess sometimes it depends on the job.
Yeah, it really just depends on the job. My mood. Just mood. Yeah.
You get too aggressive. And you don't. Yeah, nobody wants that.
No. Just an ever-changing number.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
Yeah.
Just an average.
I find anywhere between 3 and 6 is like a perfectly acceptable. There, and then there's the like 7 to 15 slicer, and I'm like, how do you not have to plunge this every single time?
Yeah, I'm not trying to plunge.
Yeah, it's no good. That are my questions for
Okay.
Actually, I do have one more. Do you have like a eating establishment that does you the dirtiest? That you want to say? Sometimes people are like, "Listen, I'm in too good with them, so I don't want to lose my spot."
Does be the dirtiest.
Like you're eating it, and you can clock
just
it
coming right through.
2 to 4 hours later, you're definitely.
Nothing that just. I mean,
that's
I feel like everybody says Taco Bell, and
it's like a lot of people do.
Yeah,
and I just don't find that to be true.
Yeah,
Taco Bell's pretty gut friendly to me these days.
Yeah, I would say that's just the nature of the food, but nothing. Yeah,
you're eating grease and cheese,
right? Beans, come on, of course,
right.
Yeah. So, I would say nothing
crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I think when Dylan was on, he's like, "Oh, yeah, Panda Express." It was instant.
That dude eats Panda Express so much too. Just out him. We have to be careful. He's a cop now.
Yeah, I know. That's a whole other thing. I'm trying to get together with him too now that he's started doing that. Yeah. It's exciting.
It is.
Yeah, maybe off record you can share a little more what you know.
Sure.
But
yeah.
Well, very good. Do you have any other parting stories or? And usually what happens, I'll be honest, we end and then it's like, all right, we're done. And then
we've got something
the next day. I forgot. Dang. And then it's like, well, we'll part 2. No. And if not, that's fine.
Man, nothing that,
the sun in the trash can's pretty good.
Yeah. The poop in the trash can. That was a big one. I meant to pull it up for you. It's buried in Facebook land somewhere, but I actually have a picture of what might have been my first poop in an actual training potty that somebody took of me a long time ago.
What?
So if I find it, you can, I don't know, post it as the thumbnail or something.
Yeah.
But it's just me chilling, and I actually have this little karaoke radio that I'm hanging out with. It was just,
That's awesome.
Yeah, just potty training Tanner. So
that's right.
But
the good old days.
Back when life was simple.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. Do you have any parting bathroom wisdom to leave people with? Any suggestions, life advice from the bathroom?
Parting bathroom wisdom. As a pastor, I get some of my best Bible reading time in.
Yeah.
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
Be open to it. I try. I'm not always perfect at this, but I just try to stay away from just doom scrolling.
Oh,
and
for sure.
So I've really tried, especially in a high vulnerability area, to do that. The bathroom, where you get caught up just watching YouTube shorts or whatever for so long that I've tried to just like replace some of that with just like, man, I'm just going to open up like some Proverbs and read those or something. And have just found like, man, I've got some really special scripture reading times in on the toilet. So
that's awesome.
If you're trying to like break that habit or just looking to add some more like Bible reading time in,
use your time
get
wisely.
it in on the toilet.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
There's your bit of wisdom.
Yeah, that's awesome. That sparks something I have to ask. So when you're preaching, do you find that the urge hits you like at not the worst time, but like at the moment where it's like, I know I have time to go, but if the job like escalates past what I believe it to be, there's going to be this awkward moment where like,
it's just like, we got to wrap this short, guys.
The band quits playing and it's like, where's he at? Because that's when I preach. I don't know if it's just nerves or like, it hits me at the weirdest time. Yeah,
I worry about that sometimes. It's never, praise the Lord, it's never like come up, like literally never come up. But I try like 5 minutes before church starts to go use the bathroom.
Commit to it.
Yeah, just like,
That's wise.
Yeah.
That's wise for everyone, whether you're, just...
That's what I'm trying to train my 7-year-old son to do. Hey man, just because you don't absolutely 100% like feel the urge to pee doesn't mean you can't just pee right now.
It's okay to try.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just hey, we're going to be on the road for a little bit. You can just pee right now.
Oh my goodness. The road trip bathrooms are like, that's one of my top pet peeves. My whole family knows it. They all roll their eyes because we will stop 4 times in an hour sometimes. And I'm like, this simply cannot be. And at some point I finally say, everybody just hold it. We're going.
Do you ever have somebody walk in here while you're doing this?
100% have.
Sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It
just
happened.
Like Ben
it's
walk in
twice.
here.
I don't think Ben will.
Do you have a sign on the door or anything?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if I know that there's a lot of foot traffic, it's Friday night and I'm like the only one here on Friday evenings.
Okay.
But no, I recorded one time and I think it might have been Chris Luckman. I don't know if you know Chris. He's I don't know. You guys are like very similar people.
Okay.
Like, but we're in here and one of our deacons comes in. He goes, "Huh? What are we doing in here, boys?" And I'm like, I mean, you can hear the whole thing in the background. I'm like, "Oh, we're just recording." He goes, "In the bathroom, huh?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." And he's, "All right." Shuts the door, and I hear him to his wife, "Rosie, there are boys in the bathroom." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" And Ben knows. He's Ben's like, "Whatever, just." And normally I do it in the back building, but we have a young adults or a youth group that's staying upstairs, and so they're using the showers and stuff. And I was like, I don't know what they have in there. I'm not gonna mess with it. And that fan's just as bad. So
There you go.
Well, cool. Well, I appreciate you being here and doing this.
Thank you for having me on.
Is this the weirdest record?
For sure, yeah.
Cool,
yeah,
perfect.
Definitely by far weirdest podcast I've ever been a part of, but I love it.
Awesome. Sweet. Do you have anything, whether it's your church or anything that you want to tell people about before I say goodbye to folks?
Hey, if you don't have a church home, man, East Side Church, where we're at right now, is a great Bible teaching church and Verbatim Church up the street from here on 34th Street. Our service is at 9 a.m. We'd love to have you. Awesome. What time's you guys meet at 10:30?
Yeah, we have an 8:45 and a 10:30.
Sweet. And cool.
Yeah, and you guys are online too?
We're online at YouTube and Facebook when they're not throwing us out for whatever strange reason. So
for real.
Yeah.
Locking you down. I think they have tech difficulties just because sometimes.
Right.
But yeah. Well, very good.
Cool, man.
Yeah, thank you, Tanner, for being here.
Thank you.
I'm going to do the closeout. I always tell people, I feel like when your dog is like pooping in the backyard. Yeah. And you can see it, and they're kind of like stuck in that.
Oh, and making eye contact with you.
Yep. So that's me closing out the show every time whenever I have a guest. So, thank you all for listening. Go check out Verbatim Church and Tanner and all the stuff that he's got going on. This has been another episode of Privy. Thanks again for listening. Keep pooping in the free world. Own your stank. And now... Don't forget to flush. And then I get to wander over here. Nice. This is the part where people are like, wait, you do this every time? Yes, sir. Every time. Gotta really
Oh, nice.
Love it. You gotta soup up the flush for